It's time for some Diablo 2 Remastered, or Resurrected. I keep saying remastered. I don't think I'll ever stop saying remastered. Last night after stream, I created a druid, started leveling him, level 10. But we are going to continue our journey with our Necromancer. I'm going to pop the game volume down just a tiny iota. The tiniest bit. And we are going to hop right in. So we are in Act 3 now. That is where we are. We are level 21. Last night, before we got off stream, we got a teleport staff. Legitimately the best kind we could have found, because it has nothing on it except for teleport. It is battle staff of teleportation. So this only cost me 17k. 17k. That was it. And then I've got all these runes and all these gems. They're all gonna go in here. We're gonna make a rune mule and all that soon. I've got this ready to go right now. So we're gonna get an Act 2 Merc. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to go back to Act 2 and we're going to go through the tombs. We're going to find Duriel and we're going to fight Duriel, because last night I made tomb games, and the tomb games we got, you know, we had people in them, and the group that I was playing with killed Duriel while I was in town. And honestly, like, that's not interesting at all. It's boring. So we're gonna go do it correctly. Let's see. Let's pull this up real quick. Let's see. D2 Mercenary. Let's see. Act 2 normal. So combat mercenary is going to have prayer. A defense mercenary is going to have defiance. And an offense mercenary is going to have blessed aim.
I bet you.
We want a level 20. Oh. Here, it actually... Oh, this is a cool update. I didn't know this was a thing. It'll actually tell you. So, all of them have jab. It's their attack. And then, let's see. Blessed aim. Attack rating. Defiance. Defense. And prayer is life. You know, I think I'm just gonna get a prayer mercenary. No. We're gonna get a defiance mercenary. Al-Hazir. There we go. Al-Hazir's with us. Al-Hazir needs some armor. Al-Hazir does 21 to 33 damage. Yeah, right, Gray? Runes, charms, it's all... It takes me back. But Al-Hazir does 21 to 33 damage, and now Al-Hazir does 23 to 120 damage. Al-Hazir is going to be straight rocking people. We're gonna go to Canyon of the Magi. We're gonna go find Duriel, and we're gonna get our Duriel kill that we had kind of stolen from us last night. It wasn't completely stolen, just kind of. Actually, before we do this, we actually want something to change. We need to bug our mercenary. What does that mean? Well, we need to make it so that our mercenary isn't getting attacked by monsters. Because we want our mercenary to survive. So here's how we're gonna do it. Screw all these guys for a second. And also, let's put Teeth over here. There we go. Teeth should be good enough to get us through here. Okay, so close the door. And now we're gonna run, and then our mercenary is gonna teleport to us like that. And now okay, so he didn't get bugged. You'll know your mercenary is bugged if monsters no longer target your mercenary. Ranged monsters are kind of immune to it, but melee monsters typically are not. Let's try it again. We close the door on him, get him to teleport to us. And let's go check. Let's go find some monsters, see if he targets them. So you can see my mercenaries walking around, but all of the monsters are walking around my mercenary and they're coming for me. Notice, like, all these monsters are coming for me. And now my mercenary's bugged, and you saw it was as simple as closing the door on him, making him teleport to me. So now he's bugged for the game, like this game. So as long as I don't leave this game, he will remain bugged. Okay.
Oh, hi there.
Repair equipment, because my belt's broken, and my belt is actually decent. Then let's go to Canyon of the Magi again. Do that. Let's get a golem, and let's make our way. So these guys are mainly only going to target me and the golem. Again, ranged enemies and spellcasters, yes, they will be slightly bugged. However, they will be more than likely able to target my mercenaries still. Why am I doing everything that I'm doing right now? Because I want to show you how, if you were playing as a solo Necromancer, you would kill Duriel the easy way. Because this is the whole reason why I got Iron Maiden and Plague Golem. This right now, what we're gonna do. It's the whole reason. There's no other reason for doing that. So, new golem up. I'm kind of hoping that this first tomb is going to be the tomb, and I don't have to like go searching through all of them. But you know, not necessarily gonna apply. Also, so here's something that I kind of want to get into for people who either have played or haven't played the game and like just need to know these things. This is not the right tomb, by the way. Defense. Defense in Diablo 2 does not equal... Defense does not equal reducing your damage taken. Having higher defense does not mean that you will not take damage from a hit. What higher defense does is give you a higher chance to evade an attack. So having higher defense makes it harder for an enemy to hit you. And then having higher dexterity plays towards your block chance if you're using a shield, which technically this is a shield, the preserved head that I'm carrying around. So if I wanted to increase my chance to block an attack, I don't know why I'm walking that way. This isn't the correct tomb. If I wanted to increase my chance to block, I would be more worried about getting my dexterity up. And the easy way to see this is if you just open your character sheet, defense right here, it's under dexterity. And so average chance, a gore belly. So it always tells you based off of the last enemy that you were encountering with. So gore belly was that big guy that I just saw. Average chance to hit me, 70%. So a gore belly has a 70% chance to hit me based off of my defense right now. And my chance to block is 12%. So pretty low overall. My mercenary, however, has he has a higher dexterity. I don't think you can see like their advanced stats, so I can't actually tell you if he has like a higher chance to block. I don't even know if my mercenary can block with pole arm. I don't think they can. The only mercenaries that have shields, by the way, are Act 3 mercenaries. And I think you might be able to give an Act 5 mercenary a shield, but I'm not sure. That's something that, like, I'm not 100% on. Also, you can see right here, my mercenary is about to die. And the reason that he was taking so much damage is not because of these skeletons. It's actually because these big dudes, the big unravelers, again, they're spellcasters, so they aren't affected by the bug. So when I bugged all of the enemies and stuff, they basically like get to skip it, and they're like, nah, dog, you can't fool me that easy. I'ma kill your friend. And that's why he was taking so much damage there. But if you're playing on PC, all you have to do is hold shift when you press one of the potion buttons, and that will feed the potion to your mercenary instead of you using for yourself. So if I press shift 1, it will give my mercenary a healing potion.
I need mana.
But yeah, so back to this whole defense conversation. Having a high defense from myself, and then, you know, setting up the mercenary in a way that it will raise my defense with defiance, which is what it's doing right now, just means that me, my mercenary, and my golem, by the way, he gets defiance as well, will all have a slightly better chance at avoiding an attack. Now, if you want to reduce damage from attacks, that's where, like this ring right here, magic damage reduced by 2. So if I get hit by a magic attack, the damage is reduced by 2. And then my stealth also has magic damage reduced by 3. So right now, I on my character have magic damage reduced by 5. Which at this low level is actually pretty strong. You know, that could be anywhere from, like, depending on the skill and the enemy, like, it could be 50% of the damage taken off. It could be 10% of the damage taken off. It can be a lot of different values. So just something for you to keep in mind. This low level, like, we have a lot of things going for us. When we get to Nightmare, we're gonna replace Alhazir, because we can get a defense mercenary in Nightmare that has Holy Freeze, and that right there is a huge defensive layer compared to Defiance, because now with Holy Freeze, instead of raising our defense up, our mercenary will be able to walk around and freeze enemies, and frozen enemies can't hit you.
I need mana.
So it's even better than raising your defense, because you're straight up denying your enemies the ability to do anything. This man turn. Have a skill point? No. And then also, by the time we get to Act 2 Nightmare, we'll have done some Countess runs for,
I need mana.
what's it called? Oh dang, he just straight up, like, killed that dude with one hit. Just stab, stab, dead. Our Merc's gonna be doing big work. And you're gonna see just how quickly, like, this whole combination that I'm running is going to kill Duriel. Remember in Act 1, Endariel, she chased us around for a bit, and she was kind of a pain in the butt for this character, because I showed you guys last night what it was like with the assassin, and all I did was place my traps, run around in a circle for like 2 seconds, and then she was dead. And I'm actually getting close to that point on my druid as well, and I'll be sure to show you guys again a comparison of like just all the different classes and how different their experience is at the beginning of the game, like with different bosses, with different enemies, with different encounters, because it is just so different for every character that you play. You know, Assassin and Druid. First off, Assassin and Druid were the two classes that got added in the expansion, or the DLC, for the original Diablo 2. So they just straight up, compared to everything else in the game, they're just straight up broken. Like, and they rightfully so, like, can just completely decimate the early game, no problem. Compared to, like, you know, you try to do the same thing on a barbarian and you're gonna have a bad time. But that's more because of like melee in this game being not well, like melee in this game compared to magic is like there's no comparing the two. There's no comparing the two. Melee is outclassed by magic every day of the week, 110%. You can't put the two together. And the reason why is because melee in base Diablo 2, no matter what you do, is restricted to single target. So melee is restricted to hitting one target at a time, and that's it. That's your only chance, your only choice. You have nothing else. You don't get to hit multiple enemies. You don't get to do anything, no AoE, target. And that compared to pretty much any magic spell, because I can't think off the top of my head, aside from like Firebolt and Ice Bolt, which are the first fire and ice skill you get as a sorceress. Those are the only like two spells in the game, as far as early game's concerned, that only hit one target, right? And realistically, for leveling a sorceress, you'll typically level as lightning, because you'll just get charged bolt, and charged bolt will just completely decimate everything at the beginning of the game, no problem. Sell this, drink this. Remember the trick that we did for Endariel with the antidote potions? For Duriel, we're going to do the same thing, but with thawing potions. So thawing potions are like antidote potions, but instead of poison resistance, they're going to give us cold resistance. So we have, I'm pretty sure I drank one just now, we have 70% cold resistance. I've only got 20% on my gear from the belt. So that other 50 is from drinking the thawing potion. Thawing potions last 30 seconds a pop. You guys ready to kill Duriel? It's gonna be turbo easy. So, killing Duriel as a Necromancer. We have the two pieces we need. Iron Maiden versus a group of enemies, causing them to damage themselves when damaging others. 200% damage returned. And Clay Golem, who has 100 life. What we're going to basically do is Duriel is going to murder the Clay Golem, and we are just going to keep Iron Maiden on Duriel and keep summoning Clay Golems. And that's it. So there's Duriel. And also, while he's on his little Clay Golem murder spree, we're going to let Al-Hazir do his job, which is stab him in the back.
I need mana.
And this is it, guys. This is the Duriel fight for a Necromancer. We're gonna throw a heal on Al-Hazir because he's taking Holy Freeze damage. Because Duriel has Holy Freeze. That's why we drank those thawing potions. That's honestly the only thing that can hurt us while he's like murdering these Clay Golems. Whoops, I didn't. Yeah, put Iron Maiden back on him. And there it is. Could I have done more? Sure. Could I have made that go faster with some bone spears? Of course. But notice, I don't think I drank one healing potion for my own character. I fed them to the mercenary, and I didn't have to use like any of these mana potions that I bought. I just get to replenish my stack right now, and I get to move on. Also, we got Grand Scepter, Eisenhearts, the verbs cudgel, one hand damage, 8 to 59, but that is because maximum damage based on character level. This right here is going to be thick on a barb or a paladin starting out. Because required level 9, so it's got, even if we minus the 21 max damage based on my character level, that's still going to be 8 to 38 for a level 9 character who will already be getting bonuses from other parts of their gear. It's Grand Charm, 6 poison damage, and we'll grab these potions, and now we'll talk to Tyrael. Is Tyrael here if I already talked to him? Yes. Okay. No. He showed up for a moment on the minimap, but we're going to leave this, and we're going to go to Act 3. We're going to start Act 3 up. Moment. Check my phone. Has a text message from the girlfriend. Nice. Yeah, the new Mario cast has been announced, and it looks interesting, but there's a big controversy surrounding it, only because in the known world right now, Mario, if you've ever played Super Mario in English, ever, like in your entire life you've played Super Mario in English, you have heard one voice whole time. There's only one English voice actor for Mario, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he is the voice of Mario when it comes to English voice acting. And a lot of people who are, you know, fans of the series, fans of, hold on, look, it's the Dark Wanderer. Dark Wanderer, where are you going? Dark Wanderer, what are you doing? Flesh beasts! Okay. Hey, Elrond. So, a lot of people who are, you know, the fan base of Mario, the quote-unquote OGs, as they would like to probably style themselves as, are pretty annoyed with the announcement because they feel that
I need mana.
Nintendo, instead of, you know, using the person who's been the voice actor, or voice actors in general, this is another part of it. It's not just for Mario specifically, it's for the whole cast. Instead of using voice actors, they got a AAA cast that you would see, you know, on television. And they're upset about it because they see this as Nintendo just doing a cash grab on trying to get as many people interested in film as possible by appealing to household names that people, you know, will know, and not going with the people that either A, were already doing it, or B, that are professional voice actors. Like, people are saying that, like, you know, you're taking away work from people who are trained for this specific purpose. Like, that is what their job is. They wanted to be a voice actor, not an actor, not on television, not any of that. They wanted to do voice. Now, here's this company who, instead of like embracing that community and using them for, you know, what is going to be a pretty big deal, new Mario film, they are instead going with what will more than likely get them more cash. Where you fall into the spectrum, I mean, up to you, right? There's an argument to be made on both sides. Nintendo as a company wants to make sure that this movie is, you know, a success, and getting a household named cast will get them to market it to a wider audience. But at the same time, like, yeah, it sucks to know that, like, if I was a voice actor, it sucks to know that the people who are already making like millions of dollars for their appearances in films in general are now like encroaching upon and taking like my chances at like starring in a large budget film. Because why hire, you know, Johnny Nobody, who has like the voice that you would want for your character, over AAA celebrity that everybody's already going to like go out and see because household recognition. Unfortunate, but is the state of things. Actually, not even gonna worry about flawed gems. I discussed this the other day, I'm pretty sure, but there is a reason to pick up as many chipped gems as I can. Have like a reason for wanting chipped gems, but like flawed and regular and like anything that isn't flawless, perfect, or chipped is basically like not something that I'm interested in for like crafting or any purpose, really. I'm sure later in the game I'll probably need like I'm pretty sure you need like varying levels of gems to do some rune upgrading later in the game, but that's a little bit of here or there. Like, you have to know what rune you need for, or what gem you need for what rune you're trying to upgrade. I have all those words under their names. I thought I was fighting against a spec. There we go. I was trying to hit more than one of them at a time. Okay, so in Act 3, you start in the Spider Forest. And then from the Spider Forest,
I need mana.
there are 2 directions you can potentially get. You can either get the Great Marsh, which is where I just found, or you can find the Flayer Jungle. You typically want the Flayer Jungle because the Great Marsh has nothing in it. Starter, what's that mean? Is this my starter, like my first character? It's my highest level character so far, Nick.
I need mana.
Is that what you were wondering, or is that not the answer to your question? Okay, cool. Yeah, this is my highest level character so far. I've already made 3 characters, and this one is level 21. I have a druid in Act 1 still, and I have an assassin in Act 2. Yeah, no, it's all good. I just wanted to make sure I answered your question correctly. That's all.
Not enough mana.
So, as I was saying, you start in Spider Forest. You have to find a cave in Spider Forest. You only have one so far. What did you start off with, Nick? What was your starter of choice? Frozen Orb Sork. That's good. Not a bad starter to have at all. Frozen Orb, like, the nostalgia's there. I personally went for Necro, mainly because when I played Diablo 2 for the first time
I can't carry it.
20 years ago. Hey, Spider Force waypoint. When I played Diablo 2 for the first time ever when I was a kid, the Necromancer was my first character. Oh, hey, and here's the Flayer Jungle. So, perfect. The waypoint is right at the entrance to Flayer Jungle. We still are going to need to backtrack into Spider Forest because we need to find Spider Cavern, not the Arachnid Lair, which is the cave that's right here. It's going to be in a separate area. Nice.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, no, I totally understand, like, people not being fond of Necro. If you're just wanting to play a game and, like, get into it, enjoy it, and Necro can be very...
I need mana.
very unintuitive, because like the go-to for easy Necro would be summons. Yeah, no, Blizzard Sword is super powerful. The go-to for lazy Necro is, you know,
Not enough mana.
summons. But back in the day, playing a summon Necro on BattleNet, like, people would like
I need mana.
hate you because summons were laggy. Why not use Teeth first? I did level with Teeth. I could use Teeth right now. I just haven't been, honestly. That's just me being lazy, if I'm gonna be honest. I do have it. It's level 12. I could be doing that to make this go by a little bit smoother. Where'd my mercenary go? Like, we honestly, like, lost my mercenary somewhere. It's a good call. My brain is so, like, just, like, I have Bone Spear now. Gotta use Bone Spear when, realistically, I could be still using Teeth. Yeah, Act 3 is filled with packs. And lining them up isn't always, like, super intuitive. Granted, these guys do kind of line up a little bit. Let me... Let's get my... Where's my mercenary? My dude. There he is.
I am overburdened.
Dude's just, like, not keeping up. I don't want any of that. Plate mail. Plate mail could be good money. Again, if you're still hurting for money in Act 3, which I kind of am a little bit, just a tad. Let me grab this. Let me go back to town real fast. So I tried talking about this the other day, but like armors sell really well. Like this is a white plate mail, 10,000 gold. Compared to these antlers that have +2 to maul, which maul is a low level skill, so it's not going to be as expensive. 1,600. Nice. I would be more than happy to take the rush, but this character that I'm doing specifically, I'm trying to do a 100% almost guided playthrough, like going through and talking about like tips and tricks throughout the leveling process. Like yesterday, I was doing tomb runs when I got to Canyon of Magi, and I, what's it called? The group that I was in killed Baal, probably a little bit. The group that I was in killed Baal while I was, or not Baal, killed Duriel while I was in town. So like we didn't even get to see the Duriel fight. So I went today and killed Duriel again so that I could show like how to kill Duriel on a Necro super easy. Which I just did like 20 minutes ago maybe.
Well, I praise
Alright,
you.
so that jade figurine that I got, you give it to Meshif, he gives you the golden bird. Take the golden bird up to Alcor, the old guy that I was just talking to up here. And he's gonna say, oh, give me a minute. Alcor. And so now I've got nothing. I go talk to him again. And he gives me this potion. And if I drink the potion, I permanently add 20 to my life. So 292, 312. Oh, it's just free 20 life every difficulty for doing that. So now I've got that, and by the end of the game, you get a free 60 life just from completing that quest. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people, and I myself also bought the game on the Switch so that I could play like when I'm laying down, like just chilling in bed, like winding down. And there's still tons of people. Like I've been constantly in full game Switch. On the Switch, it's only 4 players because of, unfortunately, how they decided to do it. But I have not once had a moment where I've been in a less than 4 people game. Nice. I'm glad that there's a lot of new players, and I'm glad that there's so many people returning as well. I'm not glad that a lot of people are having less than perfect experiences. Like I saw on the Reddit that like there's still so many people that can't get into their game. Their character is still stuck. Like they made a character the day it came out, and they haven't been able to play because their character is like stuck in a game and like can't get it out. It's the same price on the Switch as it is on PC, so $40 there, $40 here. But like for me, the value proposition was there because I'm gonna be playing this a lot. I've been streaming it for the last 3 days, even though it's not on my stream schedule. It's gonna be taking over one of my stream days for sure, if not 2. So, because I'm a variety streamer, so I try to stream a whole bunch of different games. And the last, like, since Thursday, like, it's been Diablo nonstop. It's just, honestly, like I said, if you have a reason where you find it, like, worth it to log in and, like, play, like, not be on your computer and just play, get it for the Switch. Like, get it for the Switch, or like if you have a PlayStation in your room, whatever, like get it on a second thing because like the integration is seamless. I can quit out of this game right now on this character at, what is it, level 22 with my this mercenary and everything, boot up my Switch, and I will be playing this same exact character on Battle.net, like my character. It's not separate characters unless you're playing offline. So like, I'm not like, you know, a Blizzard shill, especially with all the problems they've been having, but I personally see the great reason why I would want it in multiple places. I'm gonna light this fire. So what I just did was light the Gidbin. I'm gonna get attacked by a unique fetish. These guys. And you can see it dropped the dagger here called the Gidbin. This is another quest for Act 3. It's not like a main quest, it's just another thing you can do, get a reward. I believe handing in the Gidbin gets you a... ring. Yeah, if you're just going to be playing offline on the Switch, then like even better, because you don't have to worry about connecting to Battle.net. I mean, it's still going to do the check, like it tries to, because when you load up the game for the first time, it has you log into your Battle.net account. And so it'll still like do the check, but I highly doubt that like it'll be a problem. However, check the subreddit for D2 Resurrected, because people on the subreddit have been saying that their offline characters have been getting rolled back and becoming unavailable. So I'm not sure what's happening there. And I would hate to give like that information. What do you mean, like accessing online for free? I'm not sure if it is, but it might be. Like, you don't need Nintendo Online for like Warframe, I don't think, or for Rocket League. Like, there are some games that like you don't need to pay for Nintendo Online to access. But again, like, I don't know if Diablo's one of them. I would go ask people who are using it for that purpose. Because the last thing I want is to give out information that like people just like is either wrong or unusable. You know. But I know for a fact, because, you know, just games in general, I know that there are games on Nintendo and PlayStation for that matter, but Nintendo and PlayStation that are free to play. Like, you don't need PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live or whatever. But those games are usually like your free to play, your Fortnite, your Rocket Leagues, Apex. Those games are usually the ones that fall into that category. I have too many heals and not enough mana. I don't need that. One's a fireball. Might be worth a little bit of money. So right now, for those of you who are, you know, watching and you don't know what I'm doing, this is Flare Dungeon. This is the first dungeon I've found that is one of the required dungeons for Act 3. So you do need to come in here to get one of the items required to progress Act 3 if you are doing it by yourself. Our friend Nick here, who's hanging out, chatting, said that, you know, if he was online, he would rush me. For Act 3, you don't actually need to do any of the dungeons if you have someone who can rush you, because they can take you to Travancore, which is the second to last waypoint in the act, kill a bunch of enemies in Travancore, and then you just go, like, after they kill the enemies for you, you go to town, you talk to Deckard Cain and Ormus. I don't even know if you have to talk to Ormus, but you talk to Deckard Cain, and then you can take a portal into the final area of Act 3 without having to collect all the items necessary for opening it if you were doing it the correct way. So, just something for you to know, like if you're planning on buying the game or playing the game, if you're going to go online, if you're not, if you're going to get rushed, if you're not. There is many different ways to progress through the game. And like I discussed yesterday, like there's only one quest in the game that has a level requirement. You can get through the entire game without having any levels at all until you get to Act 5, where you need to be a certain level for certain content. I'm pretty sure I'm going the wrong way. I'm lagging. Oh my god. That's a good lineup right there. This. I'm gonna grab this shipped ruby. This was the wrong way, unless like the stairs are right here, which they could be, but they're not. Also, we are 2 levels away from being able to use our teleport staff that we bought last night. So in 2 levels, we will have access to teleport, which will make it that much easier to navigate these areas. And this is one of the spots that you would want it. Flare Dungeon level 3 is a maze, quote unquote. There is one correct direction to go, and there's a bunch of walls to stop you from getting to the room that has the chest that has the quest item in it. Let's go get mana potions. Mana potions. So, wow, these are expensive now. I'm still gonna stick with these. I'm actually gonna go back to Act 2 where I got the discount. Big discount. Don't got a lot of gold to be spending. 10% is 10%, guys. Keep that in mind.
There's nothing the right
because, you know, if you don't do this properly, you know, you could end up in a situation where you're just consistently like out of gold. It's not hard to like happen where 1 second you're doing fine and everything is great, and then the next you have no gold. You have no way of getting potions. You have no way of getting anything. Get rid of these extra keys. I'm gonna put this Tur rune over here and these chipped. So like once this stash is full right here, I'm probably not gonna pick up any more chipped gems, because again, these are here for a reason. I'll actually show you why I have all these chipped gems, because now would be a perfect time to show it off. But there's a reason. There is a reason, and that reason is
Good day.
we go to Arit Summit. Let's see, Control F, chipped gem. 3 chipped gems plus 1 magic weapon equals socketed magic weapon. This adds sockets, and the original magic weapon properties will be re-rolled when the new weapon is created. That is what I'm doing, right? Yeah, and then also 1 Ort rune plus 1 chipped gem and 1 weapon fully repairs and recharges. So when this staff starts to lose charges and we're like low on charges, we can do 1 Ort rune, 1 chipped gem in the cube, and that will refill it. Ooh, Holy Freeze and Defiance. This might be money right here. Oh, he gave me a ring. It's too much money for him. 1 max damage, 97 attack rating, 8 to life, lightning res, fire res. This has 20 fire res. Ooh, I didn't even realize that was on. I'm gonna sell that, and I'm gonna sell this. We're gonna move this over here. We're gonna sell these, and I'm gonna hold on to this. Again, we're holding on to these big ticket items that we have, like all these big ticket things in the stash that I haven't sold yet, it's because so far none of the merchants have been able to give me a number that doesn't end in zeros. So if your number doesn't end in zeros, then or if your number ends in zeros, it's the most that they can give you. And basically it's 5,000 gold per act. So like act 1, the maximum you would get for an item was 5,000. Act 2, 10,000. Act 3, 15,000. And they're still maxing out. So like I can go to act 4 and get 20,000 for these. And considering that we got all this extra stash space in Diablo 2 Resurrected, why not just use it and save these up for when we can get the big money for them? But I'm gonna buy... just gonna buy a crappy, cheap wand. I'll be right back. I guess. My dog never barks because my dog is deaf. Oh. And there's, you know, traffic or cars or people walking outside. He can't hear any of that. So he never... Whoop. Haas is back! Thanks for the follow, Haas. I appreciate it. Hey, bud. I think Haas just follows us as much as they do because they just want to see the little animation. Yep, there you go. Look. Haas just wants to see the little animation of Ben running. Oh. Here comes Haas with the multi-follow. So, as I was saying, my dog is deaf. Not 100%, but like close to 100% deaf. So he does not like hear things that could set him off. So if he's like barking like he just was, then it's in my best interest to investigate. Now then, let's grab a bunch of these real quick. And one weapon, 3, right? 3 chip gems. Boom, boom, boom. So, +2 to Blood Golem. +3 to raise Skeletal Mage, 2 to Golem Mastery, 1 to Terror. So, I'm not going to use this. However, look at that. Maxed out on that 15,000. I bought this for 7,000. That means that I can take this into the next act. Then, you know, act 4 and probably get 20k for it. So this is, not only is it good for getting myself a weapon, because like that's what I was trying to do. I was hoping to get a wand with you know, plus the bone spear, plus the teeth, plus to whatever. But it still was useful in that respect. This head, I actually found it on a different character, and I was going to use it for Duriel for the +2 to Clay Golem, because I would have had more Clay Golem life, and the Clay Golem would have, you know, lasted longer. But that time has passed, so that's just garbage for me now. Let's deposit my gold and let's get some more potions. And I'm going to deposit the wand that we made. You typically want to do this. I believe when it re-rolls the item level, and I can't see the item level because that's just Blizzard. They didn't include that, and I don't think there's, let's see, user interface, show item tooltip button prompts. I don't know why that wasn't applied. I want to know how much life I have. Ammo count, clock, chat gem, allow online chat, accessibility. I don't really want camera shake on, but I'm gonna leave it for now. Yeah, there's no like way to make it so that you have like in better tooltips, which sucks because they did give us advanced stats. So like we now have this was not in the original game, to see how much magic find we have, how much run rock we have, how much cast rate we have. Like we have all this new information that we didn't have before. However, they still decided to not let us know like what the item level of our items is, which is unfortunate, but you know, whatever. Not gonna be bent up out of shape about it right now. Go back into here. So dead end over here, dead end. That room right there, dead end. So this is where that teleport staff would have been like super useful, because we could have just walked straight up to here and just teleported past all those doors, because the chest we want should be right here. Should be in this corner. It's either in this corner or it's like the bottom left, I want to say it's gonna be. That's a cool update. That right there is a cool update to that model. So remember how we could just hit a button to see the old models? Right here, you see this snot ball that's shooting at me? In the original game, it was a spike ball. Gonna shoot out. Oh, they updated this one too. That's weird. It used to be a spike ball. Like a ball, spiky ball that just like floated through the air. So look, dead end right here. Oh wait, I can go through here. And yep, there it is. So you'll know you found the chest, especially because this boss monster, Witch Doctor Ndugu, always is guarding the chest. Oh, unique. First unique we found, everybody. It is, what is a unique Grand Scepter? This isn't Eisenhardt. This isn't the Sprinkler. I don't know what a unique Grand Scepter is. No, it's Rock Shatter. No, that's a hammer. It is. It's like something. It has something to do, or Rust Handle. Yeah. In your face. Just kidding. Nothing in your guy's face. But Rust Handle. See? It's all up here, guys. All in the old noggin. Hey. Rude. Okay. And let's identify this. 1 to lightning, 1 to fireball. Might just be some money. Money.
Hello.
Yeah, good money. Keep it for another act. We'll throw this in here, and then we'll throw this in here with the other one. Look, 2 Grand Scepters back to back. We got the set one, and we got the unique one. Game's like, play Paladin, do it, do it. Required level 18 on this. Not bad. +3 to Vengeance, +4 to Thorns. Could play a Pacifist Paladin if you guys really want to be bored for a long period of time. We can do Pacifist Paladin. I wouldn't put you guys through that though. It'd be pretty be like cruel and unusual punishment. So we want to find the waypoint for Flayer Jungle, just because, you know, it's good to have waypoints in the event that, you know, a random disconnect happens, or I die and I can't, like, get my body back because of the position.
I am overburdened.
Hold up. 4 socket? Nope. We're also going to be keeping an eye out for a 4 socket pole arm, because we're going to be making a rune word for our mercenary, which is called Infinity. And I mentioned that yesterday. Infinity is a it's basically the best in slot weapon for your mercenary for the beginning like this, if you are playing mainly a caster class. It's not bad for like melee classes, because like every class in the game uses mana pretty much, so like everybody's using mana, so having an infinity for your mercenary is good for like pretty much everybody. But for casters, like, you're not gonna get a better weapon until you are, or no, not an infinity, insight. Sorry, we're making insight. Infinity is best in slot for casters in the end game, but that's like, that's a little ways out. No, we're making insight. Oh my jeez, that's a lot of damage. Please don't kill me. No, insight is the one we're gonna make early. Infinity is the one that we make like way later, because it has rarer. It has more rare runes in it, which we're not gonna see for a long time. Anything on this? Nope. So insight is the one that we're gonna make in a 4 socket pole arm, which will give us meditation aura.
Not enough mana.
Infinity, the other one that I've mentioned a bunch now because I was saying the wrong thing before. Infinity is a pole arm rune word that gives your mercenary conviction. And conviction, I talked about yesterday a little bit, is the paladin aura that reduces enemy resistances. So like for a sorceress, Infinity is the best merc item, because, you know, all sorceress's abilities pretty much, hey, wait. All of the sorceress's abilities pretty much are elemental of some sort, and Infinity, you know, basically just makes it so that you have less problem with immune enemies. Because like I said yesterday, Infinity and lower resist are the only 2 ways to actually break enemy resistances in hell, where like it, because when something's resistant to something or immune, it'll say under their name like Palenzo the Annihilator, immune to fire. It'll just flat out say like immune, and that means that Palenzo will take no damage from fire, like none at all. But with a lower resist of a high enough level or conviction, you can make it so that that little subtext disappears. You still won't do your full damage to those monsters, but you will do way more damage than you were. We're almost gonna have Bone Prison. And then, like, Bone Spirit is a thing. Bone Spirit, meh. It's so unfortunate. Like, the first time I ever played Diablo 2, like, I was looking forward to Bone Spirit so much. Because I thought, just the description, right? Like, excuse me. Releases a spirit of the restless undead that tracks its target or finds one of its own. Required level 30, magic damage 40 to 60. And cool, like you shoot out like this skull, and like the skull looks like badass, right? But the skull can only hit one freaking enemy, and it does less damage than Bone Spear does. So like, I'm basically already using the ability that's like my end game ability, which is Bone Spear, and then, you know, Teeth. And then Bone Spirit would just be, you know, points being used for synergies. Because again, Bone Spear, 7% magic damage per level from Bone Spirit. But I feel like in this case, you would actually do 20, 20, 20, 20, or 20, 20, 20, 20. Could be wrong. And I'll have 3 respecs available without having to farm any items to experiment and find what I feel for me works best. Put these on here. So we have found Lower Kurast. Lower Kurast has waypoint, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but it should have a waypoint. However, it's not an important one for right now. For normal difficulty, Lower Kurast, not an important waypoint. Nightmare difficulty, and this is more of a single player thing anyway, but Nightmare difficulty, Lower Kurast, really important, because in Nightmare, there's a thing called LK runs, and what that is a Lower Kurast run, and what you're doing is you are exploiting a specific behavior in the game's code where you can farm high runes or higher runes, but you can farm like the runes you need for like really expensive rune words, and you do it by coming to Lower Kurast and finding the super chests that are there, because there's area that has like a bunch of super chests in it, and there is a specific pattern you can do of teleporting that guarantees like a certain item will drop or increases the chances of a certain item dropping. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pop right here into the sewers, because I'm pretty sure, or wait, no. This might be important. Disused Fane. Is this the right one? So there's a bunch of temples in these Kurast areas, and one of the temples has a quest that you need to do. And the quest just gives you 5 stat points. But you know, I say just, but like 5 stat points, like that's 10 more life for us as a Necro. Actually pretty big. And life doesn't seem like a lot, but in all actuality it is.
I need mana.
I need mana. This isn't the right one though. However, there is a couple of boss packs in here, and that's just free experience right now. Like, I say free, but we are using a couple of potions. This is money. This. See that? Remember how I spent, what, 10, 15 minutes last night shopping for this? Now we have 2 teleport staffs. I don't know if that's just like brilliantly lucky or what, but hey, now we have a teleport staff for one of the other characters.
Not enough mana.
And I had to put almost no work into it. So yeah, if you feel like farming a teleport stash and not buying one, Act 3, same place that we bought it, where you're gonna find it. I want to go into the sewers because the sewers actually are an area we have to go in for another important quest item that we need. So I think I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to worry about finding the correct temple after. So into the sewers. So the way the sewers work is actually kind of a pain in the butt because the sewers has multiple entrances to it. So they're all over like the Kurast like areas that we're in. And there's multiple entrances, multiple ways to get in and stuff. And what the game doesn't tell you is that like somewhere in these intricate maze-like areas is side passage. And it's not even much of a side passage, but there's like a little piece that sticks out. And sometimes it could also be in the middle. And that little piece, like here's another entrance from Upper Kurast, so the next part of Kurast. But is that it right there? I think that's it right there. Yeah, there's the switch. Okay, cool. Found it. But yeah, you have to find this little area with this little switch, which is guarded. Could be guarded. There he is. There's Blink or Icewing Rift. And you have to find this area to go down into the next floor. Nice. Okay, he's dead. Didn't even drop a mana potion. Rude. Ooh, trapped though, one of them. Saw mana. Boink. Oh, it's sticking out of the floor. Looks like the graphics in here got a little jacked up.
I need mana.
Just a little. Just a tad. But the chest we care about is this one for the heart. We still have to go back to Spider Forest, by the way. Haven't forgotten. We still have to go back to Spider Forest for the eye. Right now we have the brain, the heart. We need the eye. The eye is the last organ we are missing for this quest item that we're going to make. Oh, hey. So obviously, you know, this game was made for a different generation of gamers who weren't all that perturbed by, you know, organs and things like that and carrying them around. And there's still games nowadays that come out with, you know, these kinds of themes and fun things. Mortal Shell had a lot of like good stuff, like with the glands, pulling the glands out of the sacred peoples. Forgotten Reliquary. Is this the correct one? I don't know. I don't know which one's the correct one. This might be it. This is when I played Diablo 2, right, way back when. This is one of those quests that, like, I honestly didn't even bother doing because in my brain I was like, 5 stat points, big whoop. Like, why do I care? I care more about the skill point quests because, you know, skill points are big. Stat points are whatever. But, like, stat points are actually, like, so integral to your character, like, being strong and having everything that they need to, like, equip their items and have their stuff. Like, to miss out on 15 stat points, which is 3 levels worth of stats, is huge. And leveling in this game is like leveling in Path of Exile, which I've touched upon briefly when we were playing it, but this isn't like Diablo 3 or WoW or even like Final Fantasy 14. Like, it's not like those games where you are expected to hit max level to be able to do the content. Like Diablo 3, you're expected to hit level 70 to do the content. WoW, you're expected to hit max level to do raids, heroic dungeons, like all that. Diablo 2 don't care about your level. There's no level requirement for anything. So if you think that hitting level 99, which is the max in this game, is gonna be any kind of breeze, nuh-uh. Getting to level 99 takes like months of playing the game. Not weeks, not days, months. The amount of experience it takes to go from level 98 to 99 is the equivalent of the amount of experience that it takes to get from level 1 to 98.
I need mana.
That is how much experience you need to gain for that last level. Okay? So to hit level 99, you basically have to gain, like when you hit level 98, you have to gain all the experience your character has ever gained up until that point again to hit level 99. And it doesn't help the fact that monsters in this game only scale to a certain level. There's not like level 98, level 99, level, like high level monsters like that for you to kill. They only scale to like 85, I think. Like, I think 85 is the highest level monsters. Maybe 87 for boss groups. Could be. I could be incorrect. But you basically end up grinding on level 87 monsters to try to gain your levels. And for multiplayer, you have the advantage. In BattleNet, yeah, we can hit level 99 at a much more decent rate than somebody playing single player. Why? Because we can group up with other people and have our experience multiplied by being in a group with other people. In single player, you can set the player's option up for the same effect, but with the caveat that in multiplayer, you've got 8 people fighting. In single player, you got 1. So, just a couple things to think about right there. Is this it? I think this is it. No, this layout doesn't look right.
I need mana.
These are minions, so there's a biggin in there. I don't want a short spear. Ugh. Lightning beetles. No thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks. That thanks you just heard was me healing the mercenary. I'm so derpy. Thanks.
I need mana.
Yeah, this isn't the correct layout either. Oh, mana shrine right there. Let's open all these. Okay. Still some enemies here. Okay, well, it looks like this is something that we'll do later. Or actually, no. This is a 100% character. We have to find the correct temple. Correct temple. And we got to do it correctly. Because, you know, that's what I signed up for with this character. I want to show you guys everything. So, let's go find another temple. Ooh, waypoint. But hey, like, time not wasted. We got a waypoint, which is actually huge because we haven't found a waypoint in a while. This is not a temple right here. Might need to go into the bazaar to find the temple that we're looking for. Might. And you know what? I'm not even mad because gain experience along the way. Gain experience along the way and have some fun. How's everybody doing in the chat? What's going on? Tell me some stuff.
Not enough mana.
Want to know what's up with you guys.
Not enough mana.
Want to take a break from talking so much. Just have a back and forth. See what's up. If you have any questions, anything you're wondering, now is the time to
I need mana.
grab this health shrine. Stair? Still don't know if, like, I'm going in the right spot. Ruined Temple, is this correct? Doesn't feel correct.
I need mana.
Mercenary's leveling. You'll know your mercenary gained a level when the little message pops up above his head that says, I feel much stronger now. I think this is it. Yeah, this is Battle Maiden Serena. This person, she's like the quest rare. So she's guarding a tome. Cool. Okay, one.
Not enough mana.
So there should be a book. Yeah. So this right here, Lan Essem's Tome. Essen. We just have to go give that to somebody in town. I'm pretty sure you give it to Alcor, actually.
Never forget that
But your ultimate purpose in Kokorast is to destroy Mephisto. Okay. Oh, hey. While I'm here, you can identify my items. Identify. There we go.
It should give all of us here some insight into the nature of the prime evils.
So
Once the book has served its purpose, I shall delve into its secrets.
there you go. So I got 5 stat points from that. Ooh, this is worth more money than you can give me. 15 to mana, 10 FCR. So I'll keep my 10 FCR. Thanks. More stats. What are we gonna do? Vitality. Spend my skill point, right? So there you have it. And, you know, also, like, I have a lot of gold because sometimes I deposit it into the personal, sometimes I deposit it into the shared. There's a lot of gold to be had on this character right now. Sorry if I breathed into the mic right there. I did get a new pop filter, by the way. Hey, whoop. Knocking the mic doesn't help. But hey, it's a lot more effective at making it so that when I breathe or anything like that, it doesn't get to the microphone, which the old pop filter, this hunk of garbage, didn't do. Now I have 2. This one, though, it just looks so much more slick, right? Anyway. Spider Forest. We need to go find the Spider Cavern. That thing that we didn't do this whole time. Because we still need one more organ for the item that we're gonna make. And just you guys wait. If you've never seen this before, or if you don't know what's coming, when you see what we're making with these various organs, you may be slightly disturbed. But it's good.
I need mana.
It's a good time. One of my favorite items in the game, if only because of its like unique art. I don't think there is another unique in the game that shares the same art that it has. This is Great Marsh right here, right? Yeah. There isn't a thing right here, is there? Nope. Looking. No. Thing over there, it looks like. So what we're looking for is an exit. I think it's right here in the bottom left. I think I ran right past it at the beginning and then just never circled back to check it. So let's go see. Yeah, like I remember passing these. So by the way, in Act 3, when you pass by 2 columns like this with the braziers at the bottom, that's telling you that that's like an area, and here is going to be the Spider Cavern. Boom, Spider Cavern. Boop. And then the chest is pretty much always on the bottom, like straight down from the entrance. There's going to be some of our favorite little boys in here, and then flame spiders, which are new. And there's going to be a specific one guarding the chest named Zark the Burning. There he is. Zark the Burning. Sometimes you'll get to this so early in the act that Zark the Burning will be the one that drops you your Jade figurine. Because your Jade figurine, the statue that gave me the plus 20 life after I did all the steps, drops from the first unique monster you kill. So the first boss monster you kill. Put the eye in here. We should put this teleport staff away. And now we go to Upper Crossed, because it is time to go to Trappingcoal. Ooh, and I get to teach you a little trick for Errands of Hate when we get to it. That's actually something that I'm quite excited for. Get to teach you a little Endurance of Hate magic trick.
I need mana.
Need mana, and I need these guys to drop mana. Required strength 45. I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a 4 line belt. Ooh, experience shrine. Nice. We are going to be killing a lot of unique monsters here. But first thing we need to do is we need to get the waypoint. And the second thing we need to do is waypoint. So Travancore waypoint, always in the same spot. Travancore's map is always the same. So Travancore's map is always this layout. It doesn't change. It's always the same, attached to the end of the act, or the end of the surface area for Act 3. Take this plate mail, I'm gonna go sell it, and I'm gonna buy some mana potions. Trade. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. Alright. Back to Travancore. Alright, so I said we're going to kill a bunch of unique monsters. What we're going to do is there is a council of enemies in this right here, in this area. So you can see council members. These are the guys that we need to kill. We need to kill these guys to complete a quest. Where did he run off to? What the heck?
I need mana.
There we go. And then this was the last piece of the puzzle we needed for our thing. So, like I said, we're going to make a nifty little item here. We're going to make Halim's Flail. We have Halim's Flail, and we have 3 organs, and we're going to hit transmute. And look at that. The organs become part of the flail, which I think is super jacked up. As far as like game items goes, like I just made a flail out of someone's body parts, but it'll be important in a minute. It will be very important in a minute. All right, let's get the rest of these guys out of here.
I can't carry anymore.
Hello? Sir? Sir, I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
I need mana.
Jesus, I'm like burning myself alive because I tried to drink a potion just now and I gave it to my mercenary instead of drinking it. There's one
I
dead.
can't carry anymore.
Ooh, rare zombie head. That could be big. Could be big. Then Torque Ice Fist. Kill him. Kill him, mercenary. There you go. Alright, quest log. Blackened Temple. So this means we've killed all of the council members, because if it didn't say this, it would say kill all the council members. Also, we switched to our flail, which look at the unique model. It actually has the 3 little skulls. Isn't that sweet? Does the flail have run speed on it? It does not. I just feel like I'm moving faster. And then we hit this thing 3 times. Or 2 times. And that's what opens the entrance to Endurance of Hate. Alright, big bucks, no whammies. Ugh, we got whammied. We got whammied hard. Has decent resistances, I guess. But other than that, we got big whammied. Bad day. So, Endurance of Hate. Imagine you are looking from your character's viewpoint, your character's perspective. Okay? Imagine you're looking through your character's perspective. And actually, this is one of those nifty times where I have a way to do something cool, and I'm going to do it. So, give me just a moment. Because this is something that I've wanted to do for a while. And wanted to do, like, during a stream. And now, Whoops, I can. Yeah, you guys have like no idea what I'm doing right now, but I want you to understand like just how like turbo excited I am to do it. I need to move this. This is, if anything, this is like the worst part of this, is getting it to line up correctly. So I'm using Adobe Fresco for what I'm trying to do right now. So bear with me for just a moment, because I need a drag tool. Thank you. Get rid of that thing. Do not want that. No, go away. Oh my god. Do I have to like delete this entire layer? There we go. How do I... Not what I want at all. They want this to be white. Alright. I know, like, you guys are just kind of sitting here for a second, and I greatly appreciate your patience. How do I drag this? You know what? Forget Adobe Fresco. Because Adobe Fresco, like, it just never wants to do what I want it to do. Let's open up Photoshop. Because I've done it in Photoshop in the past, but I wanted to try to do it in Adobe Fresco because Adobe Fresco has less stuff that I have to cut out of it if I'm trying to do it. Whereas Photoshop, it's just annoying. Boom. I'll open up the file that I just made in Adobe Fresco. Window or view, fit on the screen. There we go. Move this over here. Fit on screen. There we go. And then let's do this. Okay, I have my layer done. And now let's move Streamlabs for a second. We're going to add a window capture, add source, new window. If you're watching my stream in the dark at all right now. I want you to know that it's about to get a little bit brighter. FYI. Okay. Maybe not. What's going on here? Let me do this though. What is going on? Oh, why doesn't this want to work? Now I'm sad. Like, I had a cool thing that I could do thanks to the wonderful magic of software, and it won't let me do it. Like, it legitimately isn't showing what is on my screen. All right, let's try something else. This is, you know, this is the content that you came for, right? You came to see me fiddle around with Streamlabs settings and things like that. Okay, you can admit it. We're cool like that. We are cool like that. There we go. And let's do a little edit transform. So on the left, how many pixels is that? Like 50? Like 70. Can we hide this? Okay. And can we hide this at all? We can't hide this at all, which is okay. Ah, there it is. There's the layer hiding thing. Cool. Delete. And delete. And close the layer stack. The right, let's do 70 again. Okay. Actually, I think it might be 65. Hey, look at that. Look at that beauty. And then at the top, that looks like a 90 to me. Ooh, might be 100. Okay. Done. And then we're going to do one of these moves right here. Boom. Okay. So. Okay. I'm done, like, with that for a moment. So let's get that open. Let's get this open, and then I'll put that to good use in a moment. I'm gonna put that to good use in just a minute. Ooh, we can get Bone Prison now, guys. We're gonna do it. That's gonna change everything. So Stone Golem, no longer best friend, no longer friends with Stone Golem. New best friend, Bone Prison. All right, and then stats. We're gonna let's get some more strength actually.
Yes.
30 now. Garbage. Okay, also garbage. Just taking up room in my inventory. Don't need that. I'm gonna put this in here. So after Act 2, you no longer need your cube to be empty for any reason. Like your cube does not need to have space in it for any quest related reasons. All right. So here's what I wanted to talk about. Okay. Here's what I wanted to talk about, and I need to get Streamlabs actually back up on this screen for a second. So, in the Durance of Hate, how you find the next floor is as follows. Your character entered... Hold on, let me grab the correct brush for this. Way too big. That's what she said. Oh, right. Size is down here. So our character entered right here, guys. Okay? So imagine you're in your character's shoes. We entered like this. So to find the entrance into the next area of the Durance of Hate, what we need to do is go out of this room, make a left. Left according to the direction that our character is facing. So if he's facing this way, then his left is this way. Got it? So this is how we're going to find the next floor for Durance of Hate. When we get to floor 2, we're gonna bring up this this fancy schmancy software that you see me using again, and I'm gonna explain another thing. All right, good talk, everybody. So, like I said, we're going to the left. Oh, look! Durance of Hate level 2. Ta-da! Now, we've entered in the same direction. Here's where our door is. Okay. If we go out and we go to the left, that's going to take us to Durance of Hate level 3. If we go out and we go to the right, that's going to take us to the waypoint. So our waypoint is going to be in a room like this, and the waypoint is going to be here. And our exit for Durance of Fate level 3 is going to be in a room like this, and our exit's going to be over here. Just the same way you just saw on the other floor. Got it? So, let me hide this for a second. Bloop. And let's go find a waypoint first, and then... Or wait, no, I was wrong. Wrong. Sorry, my bad. So let's bring back our model here. It's not based off of the entrance, it's based off of the room. So this room exits to the top. Okay, so this room exits. Let me bring this back for a second. See, this is why we don't get ahead of ourselves. I'm gonna let them handle that. Hopefully. This room is shaped like this. Yes, our door was here, but it's shaped like this. And this is the way out. So this way, for a room shaped like this, will be our waypoint. And this way for a room shaped like this will be our endurance level 3. Okay. Okay. Glad we recapped that. My bad. Let's go. Also, I'm doing some like window swapping around. So let's go up and let's find a waypoint. So we're going to turn to the right. Sirs, have you met my friend Bone Prison?
I need mana.
So we are looking for a waypoint. Now, the waypoint can be in any room. See, it's not going to be down here because this is a down facing room, but we could go down and then in that direction again to get to said waypoint.
I need mana.
Jeez, like, talk about big mana spending on Bone Prison. I Bone Prisoned myself. Have to wait for these to fade away now. 20 seconds. Or actually, I didn't grab the teleport staff while we were in town. Dang. I could have teleported out of here. That's my fault. It's not like, you know, we spent a whole bunch of time getting a teleport staff or anything like that. So we are looking for a room that exits to the right to find our waypoint. Okay. So going up, and is this got a right exit? No, but it does have endurance level 3, which shouldn't make any sense, but it does. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Something happened here. It could be that my information was wrong there, but it shouldn't be. Technically, the waypoint was to the left, and then endurance was to the left of the waypoint. We're going to have to recap on that information at some point. I feel like I didn't have the wrong information, but obviously that right there was a clear indicator that my information was not correct. Really don't appreciate all these meteors falling on my head.
Not enough mana.
Sorry, not trying to yell in your people's ears. Oh, I only have 76 mana. I can't even use Bone Prison. It costs 27. Heck was I thinking? The heckins was I thinking? Alright. There's a couple more council member friends down here. Ooh, plated belt. Plated belt's gonna have a really high strength requirement though. But plated belt for sure I know is a 4-row ocean belt, or a 3-row on top of the one that you start with. Here's Wyand Voidbringer. So there's Wyand dead. So here's something that you need to kind of have in mind for where we are right now. We're in Act 3. And in the original game, that would mean that we were 3/4 of the way through the game. Let me grab one of these. What's this? Yeah, I'll put it in here for a pally or something. So anyway, in the original game, this would mean that we are 3/4 of the way through the game. Okay. Teleport right there. Good. So enemies now have multiple affixes. Hello, Mephisto. Want to know how you cheese Mephisto? This is how you cheese Mephisto.
need mana.
Thrilling, engaging combat. Whoa. It's actually a better way to do this. The better way is to... Whoop. No, Alcazir, don't die. The better way is to get him on here. Come on, bud. Ow. I didn't even know he could hit me from that far away. I'm using a lot of teleport charges for this, but it will make this fight a lot easier if I do so. Ooh, ow. Also, probably smart to put up a portal. Anyway, yeah, this is how you cheese Mephisto, but I'm doing a piss poor job of it, so let me, oh, not worth. Not gonna keep it though. Good thing I have all that, you know, resists that I have, because otherwise I'd be getting absolutely boned right now. Is he like right here? I feel like he is. No, he's not. He's right there though.
Not enough mana.
My brothers have escaped you.
Sure have. Come over here. Never mind. All right, we'll just do this way. This is a lot easier to do.
I need mana.
This is a lot easier to do if you are playing a character like a Sork or another character that does like area attacks. Because, you know, I'm using Bone Spear, which is, of course, a projectile that needs to fly straight. Oh, hold on. Oh, hello, Haas. Thank you again for the follow. Appreciate it.
I need mana.
And Haas again. Haas with the follow train. But anyway, we're just gonna keep doing this. Hello, sir. Sir. Haas with the follow train. Thank you so much again, Haas. Your continued support is what helps keep me going in these dark times. So I could have done the same thing I did with Duriel, Iron Maiden, Golem, blah, but meh. We got a unique double axe.
Mephisto. Give my regards to the abyss.
We got an Ethrun. And then the Soul Stone. Whoops. Trying to move Streamlabs and I removed the window. Thank you again, Haas.
I am
I,
overburdened.
as always, appreciate it. I'm gonna assume that like Haas is like a crazy bot account, obviously, for the reason of the crazy amount of following that it does. And yeah, I don't see anything popping up in my chat, so I'm not gonna think. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to assume that Haas is not malicious, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. These could have been good. They're not. One to Shockwave, one to Maul. Be kind of useful for like a Werebear Druid, but I'm not gonna play a Werebear Druid. I'm going up here because this chest right here is Sometimes super chest. Spog. Thank you again, Haas. Your continued efforts to make me feel loved are greatly appreciated. Interesting. It's funny for me. I think the best part about Haas is the fact that you know, they add like a different thing to their name every time. Ooh, I need to hide myself. Excuse me.
I did as you told me, Tyrael. I found the temple of the Zakarum. In the deepest recesses of the temple, I found a dark gathering. My companion, the Wanderer, Talrasha, and a great evil who could only be the Lord of Hatred himself, Mephisto. I heard a voice that, like 1,000 needles in my heart.
My brothers, at long last we stand reunited. The infernal gate has been prepared, and the time of our final victory is at hand. Let the way to hell be opened. And the evil that was once vanquished shall rise anew. Wrapped in the guise of man, shall he walk amongst the innocent, and terror shall consume they that dwell upon the earth. The skies shall rain fire, and the seas will become as blood. The righteous shall fall before the wicked, and all creation shall tremble before the burning standards of hell.
What I saw then was not meant for mortal eyes.
The gate stands ready. Now, my young brother, the time has come to assume your true form. Arise, Diablo, Lord of Terror. You are a harbinger of our return, Diablo. Send forth your terror into hell.
These remade cutscenes are chef's kiss. So good. Like, honestly, they're just like, it's hard to imagine a reality where like they're better. They're just so good. I also don't need to be carrying all these charms on me. This doesn't help me. This doesn't help me. This doesn't help me. Fighting resist, fire resistant life. An extra gold for monsters. Okay. Ooh, no, we can do though. We can take out some of this other stuff and see if we'll finally get like full money for them. Not that. We can take out some of this other stuff and see if we get full money for them yet. Or if it's just going to be 20k for all of them. 20, like this, finally. 17,510, that's as expensive as that's going to get. That's 20k still. This, not even worth it. And this is 20k still. So all of these can go with us still to higher difficulty content and potentially be worth more. More. This, I believe, was also worth a decent amount. And we can check this staff as well. We have 2 unidentified rings. I think that was one time when I had to like clean out my inventory super fast and I just deposit them in there. So sell. That's still expensive. This can go now. Buy, and that's still expensive. So that's all stuff we're just gonna drag with us along because like that's money and I would rather like hold on to it until I can get the absolute most that I can for it. So we are in Act 4. We've completed every quest up until now. And now Act 4 has 3 quests. One of them, Hellforge. So we need to take Mephisto's Soulstone that we just got from the Lord of Hatred himself when we killed him and go smash it in the Hellforge. Second one, we need to find Izuel or Isuel, a fallen angel in the Plains of Despair. And third, we need to kill Diablo. So again, this was originally the end of this game. With that in mind, there's not a there is not a lot to these zones that we're going to be going through. They're actually pretty small. This first area, we're in the outer steppes, is essentially a big square. And then that's going to lead us to Plains of Despair, which is also a big square. And finally, we're going to end up in City of the Damned, which is, you guessed it, a big square. So here in Act 4, we're going to be mainly bone spearing. It's not like Act 3 where we were getting swarmed by, oh, these guys look cool. Oblivion Knights got pretty good treatment in their upscale. These suck. Burning Souls are the absolute worst because that lightning right there can... We talked about this the other day, but lightning goes on a scale from 1 to like 300. So like you could be absolutely fine one moment and then the next you are getting trucked by lightning damage. Especially if you're like over leveled going into an area, it could be especially bad to be fighting these guys. But I believe I'm actually at a decent level and I have a decent amount of stats for where we're at in the game. So, like, I'm not actually getting trucked as hard as I could be by them. Listen, Necro Boy, I'm trying. Not my fault that these guys are being stingy about giving me potions. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean? You understand the hardships?
Not enough mana.
Just kidding. I'm actually perfectly fine. Ooh. I'm gonna start picking up some of these gems. Maybe I can get a flawless, or actually no. No. No.
Not enough mana.
Okay. So here's the plan for right now. The current plan. The current plano for right now. We want to get to we want to beat the game tonight, all right? That's the plan. We want to complete Act 5 and we want to complete normal difficulty, okay? Then we want to use Act 5 to get us some money, because there's a really easy way to get a lot of money in Act 5 from an enemy that spawns right next to a waypoint. So you basically go in, take the waypoint, kill the enemy, leave. Okay. So we want to do that for a while. Get ourselves a whole bunch of scratch. Ooh, ow. Okay. Hey, look, there he is. We found Ishwal. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die. Ooh, 37 life left.
Hail to you, champ.
37. Are you kidding me? That's nuts. Actually need to like trade these, because I'm like used to clicking one for my potions. Here, you can have that. Okay. So here's the thing that a lot of people don't know. Ishwal has like the highest amount of health of like any enemy in the game. I believe it is like the amount of health that he has is, by all standards, ridiculous. And he shouldn't have nearly as much health as he does. But he does. Like, he has... Ishwal has more health than Diablo does. Can I get rid of these guys? Because they're actually part of the reason why I'm, like, going through mana potions so quickly. Because they drain mana. So Ishwal has more health than Diablo. I believe, if I remember my facts correctly. But you know, we've been kind of hit or miss with the facts tonight, considering my oopsie with the waypoint and stuff. You know what I think my oopsie with the waypoint was? I think what I had misinterpreted was, if you go left in floor 2, you find the waypoint from the door.
Ridiculous.
And then if you take the waypoint and you go right from the waypoint, you find the door to floor 1. And I think that's where like my brain like misremembered the information.
I need mana.
But anyway, Ishwal has a truck ton of health. So we're going to just, you know, take our time,
Not enough mana.
murder him. Yeah, we got me in the front. We got Al-Hazir in the back. We're doing work. And dead. And there's Isabel.
Tyrion was a fool to have trusted me. You see, it was I who told Diablo and his brothers about the Soul Stones and how to corrupt them. It was I who helped the Prime Evils mastermind their own exile to your world. The plan we set in motion so long ago.
Yeah.
Iswal was weak. He squandered his infernal power.
There you go. Called out by my character. He was weak. And I agree. Squandered his power. You suck, Iswal. But Iswal, super important to complete as far as quests go. Why? Because for killing Iswal, Tyrael gives you 2 skill points. So basically in Diablo, you remember in like Path of Exile, we got a bunch of like passives as we completed the game. So in Path of Exile, there's like 24 passive points you can get throughout like the entire game between like, you know, level 1 and when you finish. 24 I think is the total. In Diablo, in normal, nightmare, and hell, which it's 3 playthroughs of the same game. So once we complete normal, nightmare will be the same thing like that we just did, and hell will be the same thing as nightmare. So the game doesn't change. But there's 4 skill points per difficulty you can get. So you can get up to 12 extra skill points, which is how a lot of builds end up completing their builds before hitting, you know, that level 99 that we discussed earlier. That is like next to impossible to do in a short amount of time. And they get it specifically because of that. They get all of their passives from leveling. So Den of Evil is 1 point, Radament is another point, Visual is 2 more points, and that's it. That's where you get all your skill points in the game. Alright, so we're in City of the Damned, which we're just looking for a staircase, because there's a staircase in the City of the Damned, and that staircase will lead us to the River of Flame. So we're looking for a staircase that will allow us go to River of Flame. And right by the staircase, like literally attached to it, is the City of the Damned waypoint.
I need mana.
I don't think it's on the other side of that bridge, but we can check. Oh my lord. So, remember that teleport staff we got? Not only is it useful for traversing for shortcuts, it's also supremely useful for escaping danger. I need that waypoint, like, now. I would like to go back to town. These spirits are like draining my mana. Oh god, I'm gonna die. A stamina shrine or a stamina potion would be super useful right now. These Oblivion or Abyss Knights. These Abyss Knights are real pain in the behind. Let's see. Let's cut this way. So you can see in Act 4, the enemies tend to follow you around in a pretty decently straight line. All right, hold up. Ow. Okay. We died. Now, this presents a whole host of problems. First off, we will most likely, because we have no gear, we will most likely, nice, get straight up murdered when we go through that portal. Most likely. Is it guaranteed? No. But most likely, we're going to get murdered as soon as we go through that portal. Second problem is we died, so that means Al-Hazir died. And since Al-Hazir died, that also means that, what's it called? He's no longer bugged. So we need to go back, Act 1, to the Outer Cloister, and we need to bug him again. There we go. All right, and let's just get a confirmation on whether or not he's bugged. Let's take him in here. He is not. Enemies are still targeting him. So our mercenary is not bugged. Try that again. There we go. Let's check down here. Casters. Not a good check. Because casters will target your mercenary regardless of whether he is bugged or not. I think archers will too. So this isn't good for us checking. But to just be doubly sure, we will bring him, we'll try to do it this way, the way we did the first time. Since, you know, this worked. And there he is. Alright. Hopefully he's bugged. No guarantees. But hopefully. Also, I just realized, or no, level 24. That pole arm, the other pole arm that we got is level 25, right? The like really good one that we made. Yeah, level 25. And required strength 95. I don't even think he has that. Yeah, he's got 82 strength. So we'll need to find him like some stuff with strength on it. Okay. You know, a smarter man would have bone armored before going through the freaking portal. Smarter man. But you guys don't get a smarter man. You guys get me. And I just went YOLO through the portal.
I need mana.
And in the end, it all worked out. Could that have gone much worse? Yes. Much worse. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, that staff I picked up. I was like, why aren't I holding my stuff? So that's another big issue as well. Here's a super embarrassing story for me that's Diablo 2 related. Okay? Like, very actually embarrassing. I'm not like making that up. In high school, nice. In high school, my best friend let me play his Diablo 2 account like fun. We just play. I hadn't played Diablo in a long time, and like we had been talking about it, and he was like, oh yeah, here, and like play, like see what you think. And he had like a fully geared Hammerden, like everything was good. Enigma, all of the stuff that you would want for a character, right? He had all of his good gear, everything. And I jump in the game, and I hadn't played in a long time, and I just, like, I went somewhere and I died, okay? Me not remembering how the game worked, I went to the stash after I died, got a bunch of gear, put it on, and then went to try to get his body back from where it dropped, where he died. Well, because I was, you know, turbo noob at this point, I died again. Well, here's what happens in Diablo 2. When you die with equipment on, you drop a body. Okay? You drop your body. It has all your equipment on it. If you save and exit out of the game, when you return to the game, this is like if you just died and your body's on the floor and you haven't put anything on. When you save and exit and return to the game, your body will just be by your feet. Like it'll just be there, and like you can reclaim it and you can go, like pick it up, go, continue playing. If you die, wow, it's right here, and leave a body on the floor, and then you die again and leave a second body on the floor, the second body is the one that saves, and the first body, if you don't retrieve it, it's gone. So I, after dying the second time, said, you know, fuck it, and I saved and quit, and I lost all of his good end game gear. So his Enigma, his Hodo, all of his good stuff. Just gone. And I didn't realize the gravity of what I had done until like later when he went to go play his character and was like, wait, what? Like, where's all my stuff? And that was when I was like, ooh, yeah, I died like multiple times. And I felt like the worst person like ever, right? Because like I legitimately like lost like months worth of like equipment. Months. You know, Hodo, Enigma, all those things, like that's expensive stuff.
Not enough mana.
And just lost it all like in a 5-minute period. I felt really, really terrible. Still best friends. But yeah, that was a low point in our relationship. So if you play this game, don't equip more gear in an attempt to get your gear that dropped. Just either try to get it naked, like I did, like no gear, whatever, or just save and quit the game, man. Like honestly. And like, yeah, you might like lose Ubers, or you might lose like whatever you were doing. Like maybe you were doing something that needed to like get done. I totally get that, right? I do. But don't lose your gear that is potentially really good over a dumb mistake because you forgot how things work. Word of advice from Bro Django. You know? That's my advice to you. Don't put yourself in that situation. Oh my lord, I'm dead. So Erdars, these guys, they knock you back. I'm sure you saw. And when they knock you back, like, it sends you back depending on where your character is facing. And just now I tried to run away from them, But because I was facing away from them when they hit me and got me with the knockback, it knocked me back towards them. Because that's just the way the coding in this game works. So I got caught in a real unfortunate circumstance right there, where I was just being knocked back into them so they could knock me back into them some more. Like, they were playing Pong with my body, but like, it was Pong and I was attached to the paddle with a string. Is what we just witnessed. You know, we're not making terrible time. This is obviously not like speedrun pace, but you know, is there a slash blade command? Caps off. Is there a slash blade command in Diablo? No. I want to see, like, I'm sure there is a command. I don't know what it is, but there is a command for you to see just how long you've played, like how many deaths you had, things like that on a character. And I would love to see like what my stats are, for the fact that like we're getting there. We're almost done. We're almost done. And then Act 5 has some of the best quest rewards. No more skill points, because like I said, we got all 4 of the skill points for normal difficulty. But Act 5 has a docketing quest where you can take a normal item to NPC when you complete the quest, and he will add the maximum amounts of sockets that that item can take. And that's really big for like making rune words. I hope my Hellforge is right here, because if not, we have to do some backtracking. Yep, here it is. There's Hephasto the Armorer. No, I'm just gonna do this. I'll face tank some hits. Oh, Hellforge Hammer. So we're gonna do Forge. This is something, if you are playing on Battle.net, this is something that you can offer somebody for a rush. So like, if you want someone to rush you, you can offer them this, your Hellforge, because Hellforge gives you runes. Like, it gives you higher rarity runes. And I think in normal, the highest rarity you can get is a pole, maybe? I'm not, again, 100% on that. But I'm pretty sure the highest rarity rune you can get in normal is a pole rune. We don't want a pole rune. What we want is an AMN rune, I'm pretty sure. Because an AMN rune, I think, it's either like an AMN or like a soul. Because again, we want to make insight for our mercenary. And I have the tab here open for Diablo 2. The Ariat Summit. Still from the other night, I have it open. And we want to make an insight, and I believe AMN and Soul are in it. I don't remember the let's see. Oh, so AMN isn't even close. No, there's no way a pole rune can drop in normal. Hellforge D2 drop here. Here we go. Diablo Wiki. So the highest rune we can get in normal is an Amn. So that's way below a pull in the list. So Amn is what we want because in insight here, or is insight over here? Here, insight. Raltier Talsol. Wait, so then Raltier Talsol. So I actually couldn't make an insight anyway. What would I want an Amn for? Maybe I'm thinking of a different character. So never mind anything I just said. Insight, Raltier Talsol. And the highest we can get in normal is an Amn. Where's the list again? Amn is right before Soul, so we can't even get the rune we would need for an insight in normal. Alright, so we put the stone in the thing, we equip the Hellforge hammer, and 1, 2. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm not looking at the screen. What did we get? What did we get? Oh, Tal. So we got a perfect skull, and we got some flawless runes. Or flawless gems. Okay. So, Tal rune, not great, honestly. Tal is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short of like what could have been the best thing for us. So, kind of unfortunate. You know, it would be really big for us if we found a re-socketed Necromancer head with like good skills on it, because then in Act 5 we could make an Ancient's Pledge with that. An Ancient's Pledge would carry us for a good amount of time.
I need mana.
Honestly, even a 2-socket Necro head with good skills for a Rhyme would also be good. And for anyone who's here thinking that I'm talking gibberish, yes, I am talking Diablo 2 related gibberish with rune words. There is a lot of good rune words that I can make for my shield slot. There's a lot of good rune words I can make in general. Which takes us back to the conversation from earlier. We want to complete the game for normal and go to Nightmare because we want to do Nightmare Countess runs. And possibly, even if we can get through Act 1 Nightmare really fast, Nightmare Andy runs too. Because remember, we bug Nightmare Andy for the good drops. Get us a Ravenfrost, get us Doge. I think she can drop Skin of the Viper Magi. That'd be our first like chest upgrade, since we're still running the stealth that we made like in Act 1. It's just that good. Like, we have no reason to change off the stealth. The only thing that could replace it, honestly, is like a +1 skills chest like Skin of the Viper Magi. Oh, those floaty skulls you see with the tendrils that are being cast at me, those are bone spirits. Remember we talked about bone spirit down here, how like excited I was the first time I ever played this game. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I was like, why do I have lightning negative resist, but enemy cast lower resist on me? Is why. One of the silly boys in here hit me with lower resist. These Doom Knights actually are the one that do it. Pretty sure. Either Doom or Chaos Knights that do it. one of the knight characters. Experience shrine. Let's go. Let's gain another level like really fast.
I need
Alright,
mana.
so we are in the Chaos Sanctuary. This is the last area of Act 4. This is it. So this is the last area we need to complete to complete Act 4. And the way Chaos Sanctuary works is... Hey, stop hitting my merc.
Thanks. I need mana.
The way Chaos Sanctuary works is there's a bunch of seals in Chaos Sanctuary we have to open, and when we open the seals, they will spawn some nasty buggers at us. And we want to just kill all the nasty buggers that spawn. Keep these together with the other chipped. Let me sell these. We want to kill all the nasty buggers that spawn from the seals. Basically, if you kill the enemies that spawn from the seals and open up all the seals and skip every other enemy in the Chaos Sanctuary, that will spawn Diablo. Because all you need to do is open the seals and kill the enemies that spawn from them. Damn it, I forgot to grab freaking mana potions. Like the whole reason I came here. You know, I can still be running light mana potions because of the fact that, like, I only have 78 mana. And, like, this restores 80 points of mana. I think it's more than enough for me right now. Okay. Whoa.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
Grab this hawk helm. These knights.
Not enough mana.
Is there anything in Chaos Sanctuary that is immune to magic? Trying to remember. I don't think there is. But I can't honestly, like, for sure remember is the problem.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Okay, so here's the first set of seals, 1 and 2. I think opening this one will spawn. Okay, it didn't. Opening this one, yep, there it is, will spawn the monster pack that spawns. And we'll just, you know, off-screen them like that. Ooh, unique spiked club. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And what's this? 1 to chain lightning. That'll just be money. Flesh Ripper. That now. Okay. It's the decent low-level physical weapon to have for, you know, a melee character.
I need mana.
Oh, well. Oops. Should have saved that nicer mana potion. That was a big one that I used. I didn't need it right then and there. I've got a lot of back and forth happening here. I actually think that what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm going to end up going poison necro instead of bone necro at some point, but that's gonna be like far off into the future. Alright, so this seal is particularly dangerous because the enemy that spawns from it, his name is Lord Desays, Lord of Six, you know, because of the evil number. And he curses you. So he can be particularly dangerous to fight. But he's dead. So I got worried for nothing. Also, rare wolf head. 1 to volcano, 14% chance for level 5 charge bolt, and 2 resists. If you were here the other day, I got super lucky while I was playing my assassin and found a, like, I want to say it was a +3 firestorm wolf head on my assassin that required level 4. So, like, my druid is like completely 100% like rocking it right now. Wow, forgot about that. I'm gonna open up fire shrines, by the way. Kill you. I'm actually gonna drop a portal right here because, you know, I should have done that. Like when I arrived in the Chaos Sanctuary, I should have opened a portal. Okay, like that's when a portal should have been opened. When I got here into the center there. Also, Chaos Sanctuary, the map has variations, but this this layout with the T, the cross right here, never changes. It's the ends that change. So like this can be a different layout, that top area could be a different layout, that left area could be a different layout.
Not enough mana.
Infector of Souls is this guy. And then now, well, now's the fun part.
Overburdened.
Let's check these because I don't have gloves on at all. Fire resistance. That almost gets us to cap. 1 socket. Okay. So I'm not gonna hit this yet. There's our 2. Find Diablo in his sanctuary. Okay, that's our quest. The second I click that last seal, that quest is going to change to kill Diablo.
Greetings.
Now, I'm not 100% on like what I should necessarily do right there as far as that's concerned. I'm not 100% on what, like, how this fight's gonna go. Ooh, look at that repair cost. You know why? Look at this. Repair cost 60,000 to restore those teleport charges. For the prices right there. And this is why we're taking all those items with us, you know, into the end game for the money. We gonna need it. All right, we ready to take on the Lord of Terror? Sucks if you weren't. Screen's gonna shake a little bit.
Not even death
He doesn't have all that much health. So the last thing we want is for our mercenary to die, honestly. If I'm going to be 100% honest. What we want is our mercenary to do some work. But it doesn't look like he's going to do a whole lot. It's unfortunate. Ooh, 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 ooh. That attack right there, the lightning, is the most dangerous attack Diablo has. It does lightning and physical damage. And it, like, each one of those little bolts is a separate instance of damage. So you can see, like, when it hits my mercenary, like, he takes a pretty rough hit from it. Oh, he's about to die. Nope, he came to me in the last second.
Thanks.
Let's heal Al Hazir up. But, it's actually pretty funny. In Nightmare and in Hell difficulty, that lightning bolt, like, slowly gets farther and farther away from Diablo to the point that, like, you can be standing underneath it and it won't, like, touch you. I feel like there's a better way to do this fight, honestly. Like, this is definitely, like, me saying that I personally believe there's a smarter way to do this.
I need mana.
Ow. Big bad. Oh, and there goes our mercenary. He got hit by the lightning. He got, like, right in the way of the lightning. Look how much damage, like, our mercenary did to Diablo. Like, he did some work.
I need mana.
Also, crazy man over here, not putting up portals when he comes back through them.
I need mana.
Yeah, I know. Working on it, bro. You also, so, like, I put a portal up, right? I need to start luring Diablo away from that portal because I don't want him to be standing near it in the event that I do die and have to use it to, like, get back here, because then I don't want to, like, instantly die as soon as I come out of the loading screen.
Not enough mana.
Like, one more hit. There it is.
Lord Diablo, I have bested you.
There we go. What did he drop? We got one of these, didn't we? Dusk Deep and Bone Snap, I want to say. Voice of Glory. Yeah, we got Cyverbs. We can compare it. And here's Bone Snap. Bone Snap, really good for melee character early. 40% chance of crushing blow. You know what? That's actually it. I realize I completely screwed that up. So here's one thing that I did wrong in this whole playthrough and in general for, like, anybody who's watching and could have done better. I could have made a different rune word much earlier on for my mercenary that would have... This is a great mercenary weapon, by the way. resurrect him real quick. But I could have made a different rune word for my mercenary early on, like way early on, that would have made it so that he would have had Crushing Blow, and Crushing Blow would have been so much more useful and important in taking down Diablo or any of the bosses. Because Crushing Blow, what Crushing Blow does is it's a percentage. So it'll do a percentage of the enemy's health. Slightly better, the one that we just got. It'll do a percentage of the enemy's health to them as damage. So that's where we screwed up, because had I been doing that this whole time, these boss fights would have been over in a snap. Go back to, or actually, let's not go anywhere. I was so, like, just thinking about this so hard that I didn't even, my brain didn't go forward with that. Cutscene.
I heard later that he was defeated. And that the Soul Stones were destroyed in Hellforge. All except one.
Oh, I failed, Tyrael. I couldn't do as you asked. I couldn't enter that gate. Forgive me, Tyrael. Forgive me.
Marius, give me the stone, and all is forgiven. Give it to me, Marius.
Take it. Take it, take it. I'm glad this is finally over, Tyrael. Look what the stone has done to me.
You haven't failed, old man. You've done exactly as you were meant to do. However, I am not the Archangel Tyrael.
Hell. No. No, 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 no.
You have done well, Marius. Now I think you shall have your reward.
What have I done to deserve?
Bail! The gates of Secheron have stood for eons beyond remembrance, and you shall not breach them now. Remove your foul demons from our lands. We stand on the side of light. You shall not be allowed to reach Mount Ariat, and that which you seek will not be yours. Enough! Enough!
I shall take your position into consideration. Well, it seems your terms are not acceptable.
So yeah, Act 5. So originally, original game, after the cutscene where Marius hands over the Soul Stone to Tal Rasha, that's where it ends. That's it. It's over. But then it has the follow-up cutscene because that's of course when the expansion begins. Time to do what we always do. And what we always do is check to see if any of this stuff has a final price on it or not.
Afternoon.
This does 23,450. So 23,450 done. That doesn't. This does 20.99. Boom. Or 29.91. And then this does too. 24,440. This still 25,000. This one's just short. So this is as more expensive as that one will get. This one's still gonna carry us for a while. And is honestly a really good like necro wand as well. Like decent. Okay. So big problem we have in Act 5. Until you complete the first quest. Potions in Act 5 are like double price, I want to say. And then once you've completed them, I believe they become the cheapest that you can get in the game. But I'm not 100% on that. So let's find out. Let's go complete the first quest, which is, again, one of the big ones. Because the first quest you do in Act 5... Hold up. I need to go bug my merc again. Bub my mercenary. One last time. Play. Hopefully this is the last time we need to do this. But this first quest in Act 5 is the one that lets you socket an item with maximum socket. There he is. See if it worked. just for good measure, we'll do it again. But this is the quest that lets you socket an item with max sockets. Okay, yep. Right. Yeah, he's bugged. Cool. And that's really good for a lot of things. There's a lot of weapons you can use the quest on to get them ready to be socketed. Or not socketed, to get them ready to be turned into rune words. So like getting getting a spirit, getting other decent beginner items and weapons. It all comes from that idea of using the quest to socket some items. Also, if we complete Act 5 tonight, we're gonna do the special level that we got Work's Leg for. Also, we're level 25. We are like a high enough level that like we don't need to do anything anymore. As far as like leveling, we don't need to do any grinding. We don't need to do nothing. The minimum level we needed to hit before we got here was 20. And we didn't even need to hit it before we got here. We just needed to be level 20 by the time we got to the end of the act, basically. Like when we got to Ariat Summit, which is right before Worldstone Keep, which is the last zone in Act 5. So we're actually perfectly good level-wise. Like if I wanted to, I could at this point just rush through all of Act 5. But that's not what we're here for. We're here because we want to do all the quests. We want to see all the areas that we can, you know, the required ones. We're not going to do the unrequired side areas because again, we don't need the experience. I'm showing you guys the bare minimum you need to do to get through the game and complete all the quests, get all of the skill points, stat points, rewards, everything that you can get from completing the game. That's what I'm doing with this 100% run. So the first quest that we need to do here is actually just at the end of this zone. There's a big dude that we're gonna see. We're actually gonna pass him and go straight for the waypoint first because of the fact that I'm out of potions. But that guy right there that we just passed, his name is Shank the Overseer, and we need to murder his face for this quest. But there's a waypoint right here. And this is also the waypoint that I talked about earlier.
At your service.
This is the waypoint that will give us our fast money making. I'll explain that in a second. Because technically there's two things you can kill. You can kill Shank, and there's another enemy after that you can kill as well. For more. Sorry, I'm yawning so much too. Usually don't stay up this late. So we may actually spend a little bit of time here. I know I was talking about like completing the game, but we might spend a little bit of time here making some money. Because, you know, worth it. It's worth spending the time now so that we don't have to spend the time later. There's Shank defeated. We dropped a Grand Charm. Be so cool if you drop like an actually good Grand Charm. So there's Shank, he's dead, and then over here is, what is his name? I'm trying to remember his name before I see him. Eldritch? Yeah, Eldritch is his name. So Eldritch is always here. He's the boss of these guys. There he is. Eldritch the Rectifier. So Eldritch always spawns here. So you grab the items that Eldritch drops, like this.
Impossible.
What's in here? Oh yeah, we have stuff to identify. Here. We'll just drink these real quick. I'm pretty sure a Gothic Shield is going to be worth more than all those potions. So Hergoth. And where's Kane? Kane. Identify. And then... Look. 25,000. Sold. Sold to the beautiful young lady in the vendor spot. And then this is a 3-socketed helm, which is good, but 1 to summon Dire Wolf is not good. It's nothing. I believe... Yeah, so potion prices are normal now, but I believe if we talk to Larza...
You're an even.
That should allow us now. Maybe that's not it. Maybe you have to do the second quest and save the dudes on the mountain. So I'm looking through these mainly because I'm just looking to see if she has any white wands that just have good good stats and stuff, good skills, so that I can use them to make what will be my quote unquote mid to end game wand, because I'm going to make a rune word. Again, I talked about this yesterday, but I'm going to make a rune word called White. It takes Dole and Io runes. And White by itself, not counting anything that's on the wand, gives you... I'm loading it up right now. Taking a second. Is it? Yeah. So White, 2-socket wand, Dole, Io. It gives you +3 to poison and bone skills, +3 to bone armor, +2 to bone spear, and then 4 to skeleton mastery, magic damage reduced, 20 faster cast rate, 10 vitality, hit causes monster to flee, and 13 mana. But 3 to poison and bone, 3 to bone armor, 2 to bone spear. That means the rune word by itself gives +5 to bone spear. Then if you put it into a wand that already has +3 or +2 to bone spear, you can make a +7 +8 bone spear wand. One item +8 to your main damaging skill, which right now at skill level 8 it does 137 to 152 damage. And that damage, remember, every time we put a level into it, is like gaining like a whole new window of damage on it. So that's gonna like skyrocket it hugely. And that's not including plus the skills from any other gear, which there are tons of good pieces you could make and use for like all of the slots. Put on bone armor. Let's kill Eldritch. So our mercenary is no longer bugged, but you can see our mercenary can take a couple hits from these guys. He's fine. Grab these and we'll get some potions. Run down here. Kill all these guys. There's Shank right there. And dead. This will let us pick up, I think, both of these items actually. Yep.
I am overburdened.
We can sacrifice a healing potion for the amulet. Wasn't a good sacrifice. So yeah, now we're just gonna do this for a little bit. Like, we're gonna do a couple of runs of this, mainly to get the
Yes.
we mainly just want to get some money. Also, it's time to get this thing out of our thing here. Items in the cube don't get identified. I think that was a bug actually that they talked about before the game came out. Blade bone double axe. 20% increased IAS, 34% increased damage. Damage to undead, attack rating against undead, 8 to 12 fire damage, 20 defense, and it's ethereal, so it cannot be repaired. Not great, but we're just gonna hold on to it. This is like slowly becoming my like unique collection tab, right? Like that's what this is becoming. All right, and let's sell all this stuff that we picked up. So look, 2,000, nothing. 200, nothing. 2,000, nothing. 1,000. Also, you would think that these be worth more because it has +1 javelin and spear skills, but nothing. But again, all that gold that I just made, I made in what? Less than, like, oh god, each one of these tabs has its own gold maximum. I didn't even realize that. Anyway. We made that in what? Less than 5 minutes? Just walking in here, doing a quick little lap these guys around. Not to mention levels as well. Hey, you get off my dude. Don't need you guys killing my dude. Got enough problems without being murdered by randos. Also just gained a level, which is sweet. Come on. There we go. Rare helm. You know, maybe we're gonna get a helm upgrade finally. Maybe, maybe not. Quantity 0. I'm out of scrolls of identify. It's okay though. We're gonna be fine. I want to get some cool equipment for this character. Is what I want. Deckard Cane is right here.
Good day.
Let's buy, and then we'll go up to Mala.
Good afternoon.
Okay, nothing. Level 3 Nova when hit. And it's got fire and poison resistance. It has more defense and poison length reduced. So all in all, an upgrade. It's like a nice cool blue color too. Color does nothing except, you know, style points. So let's go again.
I need mana. I need mana.
Mana. Grab these. So what I did right there was I killed all the guys and then I just started corpse exploding. Because corpse explosion is something that we haven't used a whole lot of, and you know what? That's a crime. It's time we started exploding more corpses.
I need mana.
Time we started exploding more corpses. For the sake of everyone involved. Like a little bug flying around my head right now, driving me insane.
I can't carry it. I can't.
We will put this in here. Mana.
I am overburdened.
I want to know how many pockets this has. 3. Okay, not useful for us. Why did I do that? Whatever.
Stay a while and listen.
Hello.
3 socket blade talons. Great. Gross. Oh. Like actually garbage. Our drops are not getting any better. Mercenary leveled up. I wonder how much strength he has now. We might be able to put on that other, what's it called? The other polearm that we got for him. Because he might be ready for it. Might just be ready for it.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. I can't carry anymore.
Throwing spears just straight up and down. Mana. Good on healings right now. So, those of you who are watching, this is basically what Diablo ends up becoming. Diablo 2 specifically. You just farm enemies over and over and over and over. And that's just, you know, the name of the game.
Good to see you.
So,
Good afternoon.
when everything is said and done, and I'm completed and I've done all the stuff in the game that it has to offer, this is basically like the gameplay loop that I'm going to be participating in. 86 strength. If we had anything armor-wise that gave strength, like chest armor or a helm, granted he's using the coif, which is pretty bomb. Pretty baller for a helmet. But anything would be good for there. Any chest piece with strength on it. Helm with strength. Could be good. Could be good. Could. Not guaranteed, but good. Circlets are really good. If we remember back to our Act 1, we have that one quest to imbue. Light plate is good money too. Act 1, we have the imbue quest available that we got for doing the malice. Let's actually go use it. So circlets, really good item to use the imbue on. Let's go rogue encampment. Imbue is item level agnostic. It doesn't care what the item level of the item is. Doesn't matter when you use it. I could come back with items from like hell difficulty and get something good. Big bucks, no whammies. 1 to combat skills for Barb. Great. 58 to life. 95 attack rating. Like, this is a good Barb helmet. Normal. So, fantastic. Does me no good, but I now have a helmet for a barbarian. But you know what? We're gonna make at some point. We're gonna do it all. We're gonna do all this game has to offer. We're gonna do a Holy Grail character. Well, we're gonna do a Holy Grail.
Salutations.
Grail. Like, not necessarily a character, considering that, like, we're not gonna have Pluggy or any of those other decent mods that are involved in making something like that work. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna have fun doing it. Or my name ain't Rojango. Rojango! Alright. We are definitely going to fix this whole issue that I had with the wow, crushing blow problem from earlier. We're gonna make, is it black? Let me check. I have the rune words. Black. Black is the one we want. Full IO Nef. There's got to be something else though. Is it Malice? Ith LF. Is the one we want? No. No, there is a small or a low level. There's a low level weapon. This one. Am tier. 25% chance crushing blow. What do we need to make an Am rune? Souls. Dang. Okay, so might be a little difficult. Look up Countess really quick. Highest rune drop in normal for Countess is a Ral. We could farm Countess for Rals. But I mean, at that point, we might as well just wait till we get to Nightmare. Is there anything else crushing blow wise that we can make in normal? Doesn't look like it. Let's check the other page. Black and strength are the only two on this page. None of these have crushing blow on them. Not to mention they're all like high runes too. Oh, I already looked through all these. Yeah, no. We can't make anything with crushing blow for this. Kinda sucks. What about 111? Ralcol, Eld. None of these, yeah, none of these do anything. Nothing. Nothing, guys. You have no options for crushing blow that don't involve us putting a bunch of runes together to make an amn. This isn't the correct page. To make a strength. The only option we've got, am tier. I don't have an am, right? I didn't find one. I don't even know if I killed Shank in that game. I wasn't like trying to think at like a million miles a second right now on what we can do to get some crushing blow on our mercenary.
Stay a while and listen.
Could potentially farm normal Mephisto for a little bit. Might be something that we do. We'll do a little like route. We'll do normal Mephisto. And Shank and Eldritch. So this goes out this way. So we want to go to the left, which is down. So look, it's right there. Kind of dumb. Like, he has conviction.
I need mine.
That's garbage. Killed my mercenary already. Conviction, like, will destroy you. The fact that it, like, gets rid of your resistances. I have one teleport charge left. Just one. Just the one. Mayfur, Dragon Hand. Wow, he dropped nothing. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. I've never seen like a unique or named enemy like drop nothing. I've defeated a primeval. Yes, I have. So, and I will take this and this. Wait, what? Go back.
My brothers have escaped you.
There you are, bro. Come on. There you go.
Not enough mana.
So on a sorceress, this is much easier to pull off because on a sorceress you can just cast
I need mana.
meteor or blizzard, whatever kind of sorceress you are, and because he's just shuffling back and forth in the same small area, he's constantly getting damaged by those things. The Necromancer, you don't really have anything like that that's like consistent area damage, so you just kind of have to hope he doesn't shuffle too much. This is unique. I want to know what these chain boots are about. Pick up this bow too. Here. Put this in here. Let's see, the scimitar's blood crescent. And what's this? 21 MF. Since that's what we're doing right now, let's use it. So MF, by the way, is an acronym for Magic Find, in case you didn't know. So now we have 21 plus 11, which we can just hit our advanced stats. We have 32% chance to find, or 32% better chance to find magic items, which is pretty big, honestly. MF, like small amounts of MF at the beginning make a huge difference. Like the beginning amounts of MF make a much larger difference than when you're way farther in and you're like with hundreds of MF, you know, because of the way that it scales. It's what's the word? It gives diminishing returns. So the more MF you have, the less effective more MF you get is.
Not enough mana. I am overburdened.
So farming normal Mephisto, like, not suggested. Okay, let me get that out there now. I do not suggest anybody farms normal Mephisto. Got it? I'm simply doing it because I myself am hoping to get any one of the uniques that you can get early level that have crushing blow on them, like a rattle cage or something like that. Just any piece of chest armor I'm so confused. What? What happened to my map? Why is like my map all crazy? What is going on? I legitimately like having a really hard time telling like what direction is the correct direction because my map is like glitched. Grab all these rejuvenations. My map is like having a stroke. I don't know if anyone else sees this, but when I opened my map when I got here, it like had map data on it already. Should be our exit. Oh. Could be the next one over then. Yeah, no, something's off about our map. What is going on? Something's like big off about our map. Because like we have 2 waypoints on our map. Oh, there's Durance of Hate level 3. Not sure what's happening, but there's something happening here. Ooh, a Ral rune. That's actually kind of useful. Find a couple more of those and we can get an AM.
Not enough mana.
Should have plenty of mana, but you keep
Not enough mana.
putting the wrong things on your belt. Also, here's a cool feature that's on the consoles that isn't on PC, which, I mean, obviously they weren't going to add this because then purists would have lost their freaking minds. But on console, they have a setting called auto belt fill, and what it does is when you have it turned on, your belt automatically will use potions from your inventory if you don't have a potion in that slot on your belt anymore. But the problem with it is that it's not like smart. It'll use it'll like, if you have antidote potions, it'll use an antidote potion. If you have scroll of town portal, it'll use a scroll of town portal. Like, it'll use absolutely anything it decides is a consumable item in your inventory that is usable. It does not discriminate against any consumable item that you can carry that fills a slot, single slot, like a belt slot. If it can go on your belt, it will be used by this system, which makes it like half useful and half useless. So I remember like last night I was playing on Switch and I had an issue with the fact that I can't teleport right now, so we're gonna be doing a lot of juke in here. Oh. Or not a lot of juking and dying instead. Let's see if we can get him to reset, maybe.
Stay a while and listen. Yes?
Before we die, let's see if we can deposit our gold. moving everything to this last tab. Just in case. I'm gonna make this my active tab. I want to see what happens if I die with that. Set up the way it is. Oh, I do not have enough gold for that, he says. Nice. I was able to juke him the way I wanted to. Sir? Mephisto?
I need
Sir?
mana.
Oh, well, I hit him. There we go. He's somewhere over there. There he is. Oh, hey. So this is another option for getting him stuck. This is actually the preferred option if you can, because then you teleport to over here, and he moves so little if you're on that other side of the portal from him.
Not enough mana.
That you can get the kill very easily. There we go. Let's see what he dropped. Yeah, nothing. Claymore. Let's check the super chest. Again, the super chests much more important in
I am overburdened.
Nightmare. I don't know why I'm holding those. A long battle bow. Sure. Got this. Grab all this. The armor racks and stuff in here are really good. Some decent stuff out of it.
I can't carry anymore.
So you can just get some decent item level things from those chests and be super useful.
Good to see you.
But I think for right now, what I'm gonna do is say that it's time for this stream come to a close. I'm gonna keep farming, but I'm gonna do that on the Switch off stream. All right. So again, thank you so much for anyone who came by, hung out. I appreciate it. I do enjoy doing these longer streams. Tomorrow will probably be a nice long one as well, depending on how quickly I do important things that I need to get done, you know, for my job at work, so on and so forth. So depending on how all that goes, I will potentially have a long stream tomorrow. Before I go, let's make some more money.
Hello.
Yes. Nope. Nope. Ooh, one to bone spear. Actually gonna use this for right now. One to bone spear is way bigger for me than one to teeth. Go see if we can find another wand. Another cheapy wand. Which one? I don't have enough gold for that. Says you. One to necro skills. One to necro skills. Okay, yeah. So nothing like major. One to Golem Mastery, some Fire Resist. One to Poison Explosion, and level 1 Confuse Charges. Nope. One's Blood Golem, one's Terror. Level 3 Lightning on attack. One to Blood Golem, 2 to Poison Explosion. It causes monsters to flee. Honestly, like... game can do better than this for me. Like, give me like 3 to Bone Spear. Okay, 3 to Blood Golem. 1 to Iron Golem, 1 to Blood Golem. 2 to Poison Explosion. 2 to Bone Spear. There we go. Three to Poison Explosion. Because of course. One more shot. Got a reroll. Alright, well. We got a 2 to Bone Spear Wand, which now 171 to 187. We take that off. We got like 30 more damage. Which is 20% increase in damage. Like, that's big for us. But as I was saying, thank you for you guys who showed up. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm going to do some farming off stream, just on the Switch, where I can just go lay down because I'm tired. I usually don't stay up this late. So tomorrow we will be playing. It's Sunday. And I skipped Don't Starve Together on Thursday because, you know, D2 Remastered came out. So tomorrow we'll probably do a double feature. We'll do maybe like 2-3 hours of Diablo Resurrected, and then we'll do like maybe 2-3 hours of Don't Starve Together. Something like that. So tomorrow's either going to be 4 hours of streaming or 6 hours of streaming. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but, you know. That's what we're going to do. I don't know what time it's going to start. Look for that notification if you've hit that follow button. If you haven't hit that follow button, give it a try. I appreciate any support. We play a lot of games here. A lot of Diablo 2 Resurrected now that it's out. A lot of Don't Starve Together. We play Dark Souls every Tuesday. And we play some Final Fantasy 14 here and there, sprinkled in between. The schedule is going to change. I have to change the schedule for what games are going to be on what days, because Diablo 2 is taking the Wednesday slot, and the Friday slot is going to be either more Diablo 2 or we're going to have Remnant from the Ashes on Fridays, because we did start playing it on stream this past week and I missed the game and I want to get good at it again and have fun with it. So that'll be that. Saturdays will be Diablo 2 Remastered. Sundays will continue being Don't Starve. They're just unscheduled because I have a family and they come first before any streaming time happens. So again, if you haven't hit that follow button, please consider doing so. I appreciate it if you do. And I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Peace.